does this work? No, that's not necessary. You're gonna have to bear with me because this is my first time using this. Give me a second. If I just do this, because I have no idea if the chat's supposed to appear on my screen over here, or if it should be the other way around. I gotta put this on. Let me see here. This is actually even working. Alright. Alright, we are live. So, basically, what's going on today is I'm gonna be watching some cringe that. Alright, so you probably are aware with my second channel, Mountain Dew is Awesome Productions. Used to have the 3951 in there until I got rid of it 3 years ago. And the kicker is that any OGs, any real ones, any true, basically anyone who's known me for a hot minute will know that specific channel has had um, a very intriguing history to it, to say the least. Basically, when that channel was basically first created, it was used on like my. It's probably not to get into that, but it was originally titled Bobby Pindle because Bobby was a character that I created when I was 11. And that particular character, I'm actually going to be implementing in my current IP that I'm writing. Anyone who follows my community, posts might have seen the poster, like the very first poster I created for that particular IP. But yeah, Bobby Pindle, he will be coming back. He goes by I even gave him a third name, like his full name. Pindle was originally going to be his surname, but it's actually his middle name. His full name's going to be Bobby Pindle Ferguson. What's up, Ricardo? Yeah, basically, I'm just giving a little sight into my second channel, like the history of it, because that context is important and necessary for what I'm about to watch right now and cringe. So, um, basically, so during 2016, my second channel had the title of Bobby Pendle Ferguson, but or somewhere around, I believe, late 2016, I actually changed the title of that channel, and this is also, for OGs who have known me for a very long time, who've been watching my content for dang near a decade at this point. I changed the title of that channel from Bobby Pendle Ferguson to Teen Titans Go Sucks. Oh my goodness, just thinking about it. Just thinking about it like makes my head spin. Because basically at the time, my influence to like make that whole concept of a channel is from because the year was 2016, around the time like a lot of like the most popular YouTubers were getting basically hate channels dedicated to hating on them, like Dan TDM sucks, PewDiePie sucks, etc. And I was like, you know what? How about I do the same thing but with a cartoon? You know what I mean? Because I was 12 years old at the time. I had the biggest hate boner for Teen Titans Go more than anyone else on the internet at the time, if I'm keeping it real. And, it was 2016, 2017. And so, you know, it was getting pretty heated. Things have calmed down ever since then. But, that's still like a moment in internet history that's very unforgettable. What's up, Mike? Do you fish? I don't fish. The last time I went fishing, well, one of the earliest memories I have of me fishing was probably the time I went fishing with my brother when he used to have a crappy van. He was still in his adolescence at the time. I was like really young. I was probably in 12th or third grade at this point, maybe fourth, but yeah, I want to say I was probably around like third grade or something like that. But no, I don't fish. I do, however, like fried seafood. I think fried seafood is, I think it's busting, honestly. I really do. But yeah, uh, around for a few months during early 2017, late 2016, I basically just spent half my time just making hate videos on TTG, like top 10 worst this or top 5 worst that, and doing like random little skits of like memes and stuff, or saying that like TTG fans should eat, but it's just like very toxic stuff, but still very funny at the same time because it was a freaking 12-year-old kid with very poor, crappy editing skills at the time making it. Like if I made those videos today, I would put a lot more effort into them than I did back then because back then all I had was my freaking phone to record my PC screen on and my little like what did I use? Befunky.com or something to edit my photos, my pictures and stuff. Just in general, it was very cringy, and I guess that get into the real sauce of like what I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna be watching a very particular specific TTG episode. I believe it's season one, episode 6. And what's up, Ryan? What's good? So yeah, I'm basically gonna be watching TTG right now, season one, episode 6, because this was my least favorite episode at the time. Because at the time, I just thought it was like the cringiest thing ever. Like it made me want to hurl it. Oh my goodness, just thinking about it. But regardless, my stomach's been feeling a little weird these past few hours. I have no idea why. It's probably best I don't eat anything. Um, Yeah, I'm fine. I'm basically just about to psychologically torture myself pretty much through crappy content. The three outcomes are gonna happen. Either I'm gonna cringe like all hell, or I'm gonna laugh like all hell, or it's gonna be a mixture of both. Basically, the result is gonna be whether or not time has changed a thing since I last watched this piece of crap. So, with that being said, let me just. I'm debating right now. Oh my gosh, I hope to the Lord I don't get freaking copyrighted just by the audio alone because this is some real garbage right now that I'm about to put on. Um, I live in Cali, Do you live in the East Coast? Because it's 7 where I'm from right now. Is it like 10 for you, or do you live out in the UK or Australia? Where are you from, dog? I hope I'm not like. I hope you're wearing headphones or something, cause like I don't know if it's like it's too loud, cause I don't want to wake anyone up. But yeah, for me it's currently 7:11 p.m. Yeah, 7:11. All right, so you already live in the USA. So yeah, I'm assuming you probably live in the East Coast. I'm pretty sure fireworks are going off for you right now. Happy 4th of July, Happy Independence Day, and oh yeah, I was trying to type in Teen Titans Go, but yeah, once again, I used to have a massive hate boner for this show. Obviously, that's down a lot. I mean, I still think the show is super cringy as hell, but I don't dwell on it. I don't waste my time. I prefer to spend my time on stuff that I actually live in Texas. What time is it in Texas right now? Because I generally don't know. I know Texas is like a few like 1 or 2 hours ahead or something like that over here in Cali. But also, real talk, I think honestly the dream place to live would be Montana. It's a nice, quiet area. You know what I mean? It's cheaper. But that's a story for a whole other episode. But oh my gosh, I'm gonna regret this so much. Oh my gosh, I'm just looking at the thumbnail right now. The thumbnail alone already, it's freaking like I know what that's from. I recognize this. It's 9 p.m. for you. All right, yes, so you're 2 hours ahead. Yeah, you're 2 hours ahead. And another thing I want to mention, anyone who's known me long enough who has like seen any of like my old top 10 videos, specifically the ones that I made on my old channel, like not like this channel but old. Um, Basically, long story short, I was freaking LARPing. You know what I mean? Like, I would say stuff like, "Yeah, man, I love OG Teen Titans. Man, Teen Titans Go is so cringe. Like, you could get the hell out of here." Like, I was basically like LARPing, pretty much saying stuff like that. But when truth be told, I literally have only seen less than a handful of Teen Titans episodes, like the OG Teen Titans. And if I'm keeping it real, I actually was debating if I should watch the show fully, but I don't know. I feel as I've gotten older, I honestly just have superhero fatigue at this point. Oh, it's season 1, episode 6. Never mind. And I don't know. I just prefer. I don't know, man. Like just how like most people like grow up and don't give a crap about like fairy tales, like childhood fairy tales anymore. Like the older I've gotten, like I just don't really care about superheroes anymore, honestly. I refuse to watch Invincible be simply because like the in anime Amazon is does very disrespectful to animation. They couldn't care less, and that the animation is crappy. Like if I want to check out Invincible, I just read the comics. But even then, I don't even feel like reading the comics. I'm too busy reading stuff that I actually care about, like Berserk, Gaunt's, Vagabond. Freak. What else? I want to read. I want to read Devilman, but I don't know. I'm kind of like struggling to get access to that. I also want to read Nagatoro as well. Like I watched the anime years ago when it was airing. I thought that was pretty cool. Uh, the manga looks intriguing to me as well because like it actually continues the story, and so like I want to see how that continues. I was debating if I should read the Chainsaw Man manga, but I think I'd rather just keep my patience and see like how the anime plays it because even Fujimoto himself freaking loves the anime adaptation. Like he was legit. It's been reported that he was legit in friggin' tears when he watched the Reze arc. Which, by the way, I still think the Reze arc is a phenomenal arc, a phenomenal movie. Reze is anyone who saw my Reze figure video like of my display figure. I still have that, by the way. It's literally just in my room behind the wall behind me. I was like, oh yeah, she's in my top three alongside with Denji. I was like, who else is in my top three? And then I finally remember Power. Power is also a pretty fun character. You know, she's crazy, she's wild, but you know, she's good. You know, she's ride or die. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, that's what I've been like checking out recently. Just I guess in regards to manga at least. But okay, it's Laundry Day specifically that made me cringe. But that's the last 10 minutes. Should I watch the full thing, Dude Relax and Laundry Day, or should I just only watch Laundry Day? Should I watch both, or should I just watch one? What do we think, chat? What are we thinking over here? Because I mean, I guess I could say screw it, we bought. I could just put Dude Relax, but honestly, I want to laugh. Not because it's actually funny, but because it's retarded. Like I actually want to laugh at this. Hopefully, like because admittedly, I have a broken sense of humor as it is, and oh yeah, that's another thing. If I'm like choking a lot or whatever, it's because it's because I just lose my breath when I talk a lot for a long time, and so that's the reason why I like start coughing or choking because I'm not honestly whenever I go on long tangents or whenever I'm like talking super fast, you know what I mean. Sometimes I just can't help but like lose my throat a little bit because I'm an amateur. I'm not a necessarily professional speaker. You know what I mean? I'm not. I'd have to take cough drops and just stay hydrated the entire time. I mean, I guess I could, get myself a bottle right now. That would make any difference. How much battery do I have? 89%. That's pretty good. So, um, since I haven't gotten any, since I haven't gotten any votes yet on whether I should watch the whole thing or just watch Laundry Day, I think I might just watch the whole friggin' thing, honestly, because I genuinely. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm just reading the synopsis of this first part of the episode. It sounds somewhat familiar, but I honestly don't even know. I'm just kind of to freaking watch it, and I hope the audio is not too loud or something. I really hope I don't get copyright for the audio alone, but I don't know if I should skip this, but let me know if I should turn it up louder, or if I should turn it up louder as well. Because like I myself alone can barely hear this. Hold on, I gotta check something. I actually do need to see how this freaking sounds. Oh yeah, you can barely freaking hear that at all. I mean, I guess for you, Ricardo, here, I'll just put it to a 20, just because I'm that generous. I was at like freaking 15 volume before, but now it should be a lot more. Alright, it's still not. At least it's still paused, so turn this crap back on. By the way, the first time I saw this, I was 9 years old. The last time I watched this was legit, literally almost a decade ago. I was 12 then. The last time I watched this. I wonder what my man Justin's doing right now. Oh my gosh. I swear, I used to live stream on this channel so much. Like when I was 12. Like 12 and 13 specifically. I would live stream almost all the time. Like, you have no idea. Back in 2018, and especially in 2017, I was basically treating YouTube like Twitch at the time. That's no cap, by the way. I'm not fooling around. I mean that. This fool's honestly like on a real note though. Robin is the contrary of me in this. He's so diligent, and I'm just a freaking sloth. Let me throw this away right now. The opposite of sloth is diligence, correct? Am I not right about that? Sloth, one of the sins in the Bible, and there's diligence, the one of the heavenly virtues. They're contrary, are they not? Freaking firework. What's up, Rumble? This is my dog, by the way. This is my new little red Aussie. Her name's Rumble, and I love her. She's about 4, almost 5 months old at this point. Anyone who's followed me on IG has known of Rumble. You want to know something else? Around the time, like right before the series ever actually like first aired, like way back in 2013, that was around the time when my family couldn't afford cable no more. And because of that, I never saw this series on cable. If I wanted to see it on cable, because admittingly, I did like this when I was 9 and 10 years old. But then obviously, I got a little older, which surprisingly, all I had to do was enter middle school to realize just how trash this series really was. But yeah, like my man's Liam and Logan, for example, I would literally have to stop by over at their place just to see a new episode, or if they have a new episode like recorded for me. Very much like this was years ago, by the way, because like yeah, my family adopted got rid of like cable like pretty quickly, like pretty early on in my childhood, and it was like from there on out. Basically, I mean, I was still like a total. I mean, I'll forever be a Cartoon Network kid, honestly. But like, because from 2009 to 2013, that was my go-to channel. That would literally wake up every single day just to watch it, even on weekends. And admittedly, at that time, I did sleep on the couch, so that just made it extra convenient. So yeah, that's that, I guess. Moment I got a little worried. I just want to put, dude. That's kind of. It's a lot of like show and tell, which obviously as I've gotten older and I literally became a screenwriter myself. I prefer the more of a show don't tell type of guy, but based off the visuals alone, and I guess the narrative that's freaking coming out of Rama's mouth right now is just like, damn, that is kind of sad. Like, bro's just a baby, and yet he's getting toyed with by all these freaking circus animals. Like, come on, man. Like, even as an animal, like, how can you do that, bro? Like, for real. Indeed. All because a monkey stole your diaper. Not the reason I was expecting. Now, take the day off and relax. The animals can't bother you anymore. You're right. They can't. Dude. Sorry. It's my day off. That's what they get on. Answer your communicator. Why is this boy just sitting there? Help! R.I.P. Oh! I need to pause for a second. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is where the cringe is gonna begin. I'm I'm kind of dreading this a little bit. Not that I'm gonna get like angry or crash out or break something. Not because of that. It's simply because I know what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna say what's gonna happen. I just know what's gonna happen. I remember it like it was freaking. Uh, I'm about to get some major deja vu right now. I'm just gonna put it at that. Also, I just need to freaking check my last short really quickly. Because this is about to get bad. This is about to get bad. Like, you can't see it, but what the freak was that? Who cares? Of course, this thing is freaking buffering. Whatever the hell. I'm glad this ain't buffering, thank goodness. Also, I just barely realized something. The reason that, like, if I watch someone else's stream, it's freaking buffering. It's because their own Wi-Fi is buffering. I can't believe I just barely figured that out right now, but I did.
great idea, Robin. Blowing up the slime monster. It was either that, Raven, or the total destruction of Gem City.
I need to freaking pause again. I'm really freaking dreading this. It's literally just a minute or two away. No, it's 2 minutes away because freaking... Like, despite the fact that this was on, like, Cartoon Network and stuff, and this episode flat out had some, like, NS... Oh my gosh, the PTSD is hitting me so hard I can't even speak straight. I can't even speak clearly. Oh my gosh, I can't even say that right! Rumble, I'm gonna need you to comfort me, alright? Because it's about to get bad. Rumble's just napping right now. I shouldn't have to ask Rumble for anything. Yeah, this episode definitely must have influenced some NSFW art. I'm just gonna say it like that. And I guess how I reacted when I first reacted to it versus when I revisited it like a few years later. I still can't get over the fact that I'm about to witness this for like a third different portion of my life. Because like when I first saw this, I was like in elementary school. You know, I thought it was funny, you know what I mean? I thought it was cool. I thought it was, ooh, oh my goodness, what is that? And then I see it a second time when I'm in middle school. I'm like, ugh, what the hell, brother? Ugh, get that crap away from me. And now I'm about to, what's my reaction going to be now? Is it going to be the same as when I was in middle school? Like now I'm in my freaking fifth slash final year of college, and I'm seeing this for the first time in literally almost a decade. So like, am I gonna have the same exact reaction? Like, what's gonna happen? I have no idea, but I'm kind of dreading it. I get a distinct feeling that I'm gonna pause this a lot, and I'm kind of scared about that, honestly.
Look at us! We're covered in smelly evil space goo. It's even in my nose.
Not part of the slime monster, Beast Boy.
Our costumes were due for a major washing anyway. But whose turn is it to do this most disagreeable of chores? They're not that dirty. What's it?
Most disagreeable of chores? Come on, man. Dude, laundry is so freaking easy to do. Are you kidding me? Like compared to every other typical house chores, like literally all you need to do is just like put it inside of a machine, let the machine run, and then like an hour later you put it in a different machine, let that machine run, and then bam. Like it's the machine that has to do most of the work. So I don't know what these fools are complaining about. Like dog, even when I was younger I thought that was the easiest chore in the world. Like this is just nonsense. Damn. I might need another water bottle to brace myself for this crap. I legit might scream. And just for the hell of it, I'm just gonna turn it up. I'm just gonna turn this up. Just so that you could feel it a little bit more. My bottle. Okay, on the real note, how are we feeling, chat? We feeling pretty good. The chat seems to be has been a little bit dead for a hot minute now. How are we all feeling, chat? We feeling good? You enjoying watching me? Well, you're about to watch me suffer, but yeah. Once again, happy 4th of July. Alright, I might as well finish this garbage. Rumble, don't you dare bite on that.
Someone's gonna have to wash them. And there's only one fair way to decide who. Maybe you need to go by the charge list.
Ah, Rumble!
What charge list?
That's nasty.
The only way to decide is by a series of epic contests where the loser has to clean our clothes. Titans.
Oh gosh, I remember this. What the freak is this music a freaking parody of? I forget. Also, if she's the one who freaking lost the thing, how come she wasn't the one who blinked right there?
You blink. No, you blink. No, I saw you blink. Nah, you did. And I win.
Like, it would have been far more believable that Raven was the loser if she was the one who blinked on that one part. Like, what? Like, I get it, it's in their freaking personality. It's like in her freaking personality to, like, not care and easily win, but at the same time, like, look at their ink slot. That's freaking nasty. Now they all think they're Matt Stoney. Oh, that's nasty. Oof! Alright, it's about to get bad right now. Well, yo, will you stop biting? Will you stop nibbling on me, Rumble? Rumble! Want to nibble on something? Nibble on this. Rumble, up, girl, up, 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 up. Go get it! Good girl! Good girl, Rumble! Yeah, chew on that for a minute. How about that? No, not on me, Rumble. No, no bites. You're not to bite, Rumble. Here, bite on this. Good girl. Want to sleep right next to my feet? No, no, you're not getting that bottle. You can get the bottle when I'm done with it, but you're not getting the bottle right now. Oh! Rumble! Hey! No bites, Rumble. No bites. Guys, I think this is Rumble's way of telling me don't finish this. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. No, but real talk though, I'm still kind of appalled that they put this crap back on Netflix. But like at the same time, I can't say I'm surprised. Like I'm generally not, because it's not the first time it's been on there, and also it's given me, it's given me content to farm. Here, Rumble, you want to play with something? Play with this, girl. Hold on, baby. Get down, down. Get down, Rumble. Get down. Get down. Get down. Good girl. That's right. You have fun with that. You have no idea how much you love those bottles. Like she freaking loves those bottles a lot. Rumble. I think Rumble's really trying to save me from the cringe. You know what, Rumble? Good girl. You're a good girl for that. Maybe it's best I don't finish this nonsense. You're just a baby. Just a baby. Little red Rumble strut. Oh my gosh, it just came to my mind. So during that little contest compilation that was playing in the background was basically the instrumental or like a fake knockoff or whatever of the freaking song damn it. Yo, reconnect. I just barely realized something right now. That freaking song during the compilation of the whole contest and all that, I just barely found out right now that that song was basically like a fake bootleg knockoff version of I Don't Give a Damn About Reputation. I was like, this sounds familiar. Dude, even when I was younger when I first watched this episode, I immediately recognized that intro because I've heard that song from Shrek, you know what I mean? Because I watched Shrek dozens of times as a child, so of course when I hear a dang instrumental parody, of course, just the cues going. See, even back in the day, I was musically gifted. You know what I mean? And my man Orlando, I don't know if Orlando's watches, but Orlando, if you're watching this, man, Orlando definitely would have spotted that out actually quicker than I did. I mean, I spotted it out pretty dang quick, but Orlando takes the cake because he's actually he trust me, he's way more musically gifted than I am. I mean, he's literally majors in music. Arrowhead. If Narrowhead shows up in the Bay Area again, absolutely, I would totally tune in and check them out. You know what I mean? Let me see what this actually. Okay, that's almost obvious. Alright, you calm down yet, Rumble? No, you're not getting this. No. Rumble, I'll carry you on my lap if you want, but I don't think you want me to carry you while I'm too busy cringing. Rumble! Rumble, get out of there! Rumble, get over here. Rumble. Good girl, Rumble. You're just a baby. Just a baby. Alright, I'm gonna need you to relax a little bit, Rumble, because you're going insane right now. Look, we could cringe together. How about that, girl? We could cringe together. Wouldn't that be awesome, Rumble? Or would you rather not? You'd rather just go crazy. Go stupid. Chill out, baby. I can't have you messing everything up, alright? No fireworks are going on, alright? Just relax. Alright, now let's put this dog crap back on. Or am I still being occupied by you, Rumble? What's going on here? Rumble, what are you doing? How about this? I love my puppy so much. You know, when I first started this stream, I was like, you know, Rumble may be napping right now, but, you know, it'd be nice to see her like, take over, have a little cameo for a second, but now it's just like, now it's just like, I want you to go back to sleep, Rumble, come on.
After compiling the results, it looks like the Teen Titans stuck with laundry duty is Raven.
It was supposed to be your turn, Robin.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really? Okay. That'll need your clothes.
Stop staring at my circuits!
I think I'm not too bad.
You guys should probably put some clothes on.
This one felt like an ectomorph. I just say ectomorph in a big 26. Uh-oh, here it comes. Where the freak did they even come from? Like, the logic is just so broken, honestly. And that part in particular is just... Oh! Oh, no! I just scared Rumble right now. Oh, no, that freaking little... Okay, to my actual surprise, like, watching this years freaking later and stuff... Oh, God, I hope no one heard me. freaking traumatized my neighbors out here. Wait, what's the name of that one song is trauma for the neighbors? Glory to nature and trauma for the neighbors. So go ahead and wrap your arms around me. Oh, I freaking love that song, dog. I freaking love Sleep Token. I can't believe I just had a Sleep Token moment. Anyways, that particular note, that little for some specific reason, I have no idea why, by the way. Like, I genuinely don't know why, but for some specific reason, those 3 or 4 little freaking notes that go just like, for whatever reason, ever since I first watched this episode, those notes have been living in my head rent freaking free, and I have no idea why. Rumble, stop biting on me. I have no idea why. I genuinely don't know why. And also, the fact that they live on an island and there are just these freaking chicks just taking nudes of him, like, girl, you need to get thrown in the slammer for that, bro. Like, come on, dog. Like, you're doing it inconsensually and all that. Like, I mean, come on. Like, that's a felony. These shit. I know it's I know it's a comedy. I'm probably overreacting, but at the same time, like IRL, these chicks would be freaking felons, bro. Like, I just need to freaking rewind that. I'm probably gonna scream again, but like, these chicks are freaking weird, bro. You cannot deny that. You really cannot deny that. Look at this nonsense. There's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 freaking chicks over here just with all their 1, 2, 3, 4, and this freaking thing turned off. And the craziest part is that these chicks freaking look like the type of chicks who would have like freaking DeviantArt accounts. So they're probably posting his nudes on DeviantArt or something. I'm literally just rambling about the stupidest stuff ever. How did my life get to this, by the way? How did it get to this? How did my life get to this, by the way? I should be cooking right now. I should be writing one of my freaking screenplays. I should be illustrating my own OCs, by the way, but instead I'm just watching this crap. Reliving the nightmares that I first experienced years and years and years and years ago. Anyways. You know, the OSC kind of reminds me of Dumb and Dumber, low key. Yeah, those chicks are freaking weird, bro. I mean, they don't look half bad, but at the same time, they're freaky as hell. They're perfect. Is what they are. Let me shut up.
What exactly gets out evil alien slime statements?
You want to know another really freaking cringy thing I did once? One of the specific frames of this episode, I'm not going to say which frame it was exactly. I'm not going to say which frame it was because if I did, it would make me sound like I'm gay or something, but I legit drew one of the specific. I drew one of the frames of this episode literally when I was like either 10. I was either 9 or 10 years old. I was probably 10, maybe 11. I don't know. No, I had to. There was no way I did that 11. No, 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 no. I was either 9 or 10. It was one of those two ages. Because at 11 I was too busy like playing Minecraft and stuff and like doing other stuff. I think 11 years old actually was around the time when I started to like give less of a crap about this. At age 11, I was diving into stuff like Happy Tree Friends and all that. I couldn't care. I was falling out of love with this at the time, and then age 12 comes, and then I freaking hated this show like the plague. It kind of went down in like that type of rabbit hole. That makes any sense. And the thing is, when I freaking drew that frame, I can't remember if I was like looking back and forth, like on like a tablet or laptop, and then drawing it, or if I freaking placed a piece of paper over the tablet or laptop or whatever, and then traced over it. I can't remember which method I did, but it was spot on when I freaking drew it. Cause I mean, nowadays, by nowadays standards, I could easily draw these characters within like 10 minutes or less. All right, this art style is very simple. All right, like my own personal art style is heavily advanced past this because freaking I get my art style from stuff like Kimetsu no Yaiba, freaking maybe Gaunt's. I have no idea, but regardless. The TGG art style, I mean, people call it lazy for a reason, that it's easy to animate for a reason. It's because the art style is, it's cheap. It's literally cheap to make. And because of that, but like at the time, obviously, when my own art style at the time was underdeveloped, drawing this felt like a marathon, It felt like taking a freaking marathon, and I was like, yeah, that's right, I did that. But like now, it's like I'm not impressed anymore. Like I could easily draw that. I mean, I'm not gay, so I'm not gonna draw it. But at the same time, it's like if I could if I would, but I'm not going to. Okay, I got better things to draw, like freaking Katsura Kotaro or Lucy Heartfilia or maybe freaking I don't know, maybe a Berserk character. I mean, I actually haven't drawn any other anime characters that aren't mine since 2023. Katsura Kotaro was actually the last character that I did draw. That wasn't mine, if I believe. No, it was Guts. It was Guts from Berserk. Anyone who follows my Instagram, it was either Guts or Gara. Gara from Naruto. I would freaking draw on my whiteboards. Let's finish this crap. I'm going off on a tangent here. Yeah, I live on an island, so like, how do those freaking chicks even get on there in the first place? Unless there's like stalkers or something.
This is a nightmare. It's all Robin's fault. If I see that weasel again. Ah! Oh, you want me to let you in? I suppose I could. If you agree to do the laundry like you're supposed to. Last chance.
All right, let's see what we got in the old closet. Too spicy. Too grainy. Nope, 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 nope. How'd that get in my closet? I need my suit back.
Laundry day has given me the perfect excuse to take up that most fascinating of her hobbies.
Oh! I really hope my screams don't overblow the mics. And I apologize for screaming, but at the same time, look, this is nostalgic for me. I won't deny it. It is nostalgic for me, but it's still cringy, okay? Like, I can't help it. Like, ah! I just gotta stop because, like, so many freaking things are just like, oh yeah, that. It's like, oh my goodness, that. It's like that a decade later, just, I don't know. But I don't know what it is about the OST of this specific episode alone. Remember back when I was doing the whole and that friggin' lives in my head rent free for the past decade. You want to know what else lives in my head rent free? You want to know? You want to know what else lives in my head rent free? This upcoming OST that you're about to hear, and it's more delicate, it's more innocent, but it's still it's just because I'm. It goes something like that. It's more delicate, but it's still obnoxious and cringy and retarded.
Sewing. It appears to be a straightforward process.
Oh, it doesn't. What the frick? It went exactly how I imagined it would. Oh my gosh. I remembered each note to a T. I remembered each note to a T. Oh my gosh. Oh. See, what more proof do you need that I'm musically gifted? I can remember notes to a T like that. What the frick? Hey, Orlando, you better be taking notes right now if you're watching this. Right now, but his number is on the phone that I'm using the live stream right now. You know what? I'm turning this crap up. I don't give a damn, bro. I'm turning this up. What the frick am I doing with my life? I need you to listen to this. I need you to listen to this. I need you to listen to this.
It appears to be a straightforward process.
Listen. And it's still going!
Now,
Let us see how I have done.
Oh! Daniel Garcia, what's up, dog? Hub, I don't know what you mean by that, honestly. I'm basically, I don't know how long you've been in here. Yeah, I'm good. It's just that sometimes when I talk too fast or I talk a lot, or when I cringe or scream so hard, it gets to the point where, I kind of lose my throat a little bit. I get a little raspy because you know, I'm not as vocally talented as some other folks are. I'm no professional singer or whatever. It's just that what I'm basically doing right now is I'm basically torturing myself. I'm basically revisiting some cringe that at one point in my life I used to thought was kind of cool or funny, and then a few years later I got a little older, aka I entered middle school, and I realized just how cringy it was. And it's kind of a vibe, honestly, but it's still trash. But regardless, it's not the worst, okay? I've seen worser things that actually do make me angry, like do piss me off. Like this is not the type of thing that makes me crash out. You want to know what does make me crash out? Nisekoi. I freaking hate Nisekoi. Nisekoi is so garbage. Don't even get me started on Nisekoi because I might end up saying some gamer words if I get into Nisekoi. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But regardless, how are you doing, Daniel Garcia? It's good seeing you tonight. Happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. Um, what's that? What's what exactly? Oh, what's Nisekoi? Oh, trust me, you don't want to know. Don't watch that garbage. Don't watch it. Don't read it. You'd be better off with something, actually better, well written, like Shakugan no Shana, Berserk, Black Lagoon, freaking Gaunt's. You know what I mean? Something that actually has, malice to its writing, something that actually has nuance, not just not just double standard, one sided bullcrap nonsense, you feel me? I'm not saying that's what this is. I'm just saying that, like, this isn't mean spirited necessarily. I mean, I guess it is from like a certain point of view, but I don't necessarily take offense. What I'm watching right now, like, this used to legit offend me. Like when I was 12 years old, back when I started hating it. It's not over here. Okay, I'm assuming you probably either live in Texas, just like Ricardo, or you probably live somewhere in the East Coast. I know it's a very just an ignorant guess, but like you could correct me in the chat if you want to. But yeah, basically, frick, I was talking so much, I just forgot what I was even saying. But yeah, Shakugan no Shana is fire. I haven't even finished yet. I'm like on the final part. It's pretty freaking awesome. The music slaps. Shauna and Yuji are such like they have genuine chemistry together. They're freaking awesome. Yeah, I'm just watching. Yeah, when I was 12 years old, I legit used to like piss me off and make me angry to the point where I literally made an entire YouTube channel titled "Teen Titans Go Sucks" because at the time, like the rampant hate for Teen Titans Go was like at sky high. Obviously, it's dumbed down, but the reason why it's dumbed down is not because the show is like suddenly good or people like it now. The real reason why the hate dumbed down it's simply because people are just fatigued. They're like, okay, yeah, this is stupid, whatever. It's best I just don't waste my time on this. I mean, Cartoon Network is basically dead at this point. So it's like, at this point, who honestly gives a crap? And I'm only just watching this, not only because I'm home alone for a specific amount of time, but when, where I don't have to, like, disturb anyone, but also because I just think it would be a little fun, I guess, just to watch some, I guess, innocent, wholesome, while still cringy content from like a decade ago because this was like released in 2013, mind you. Okay, I was 9 years old when this was released. I lost my cable for the first time when this was released, and so I'm like visiting it like a freaking decade later and all that. And I guess the I guess to my actual surprise, it seems that time has changed a thing or two. I mean, it's still cringy, but I wouldn't say it aggravates me. Like I know I know I'm like talking a lot right now. Talking to you're born in 2013. What's up, Gen Alpha, fellow Gen Alpha? That's nice. That's cool. Yeah, see ya. It was a pleasure you stopping by. Hey, have fun while you're still young, because trust me, getting older sucks. Alright? I'm about to be 22 literally in a matter of days or a week from now. Getting older ain't fun, kid. Just remember that. Enjoy life while you're still young. Just stay in school, keep your grades up. Don't take no nonsense from no one, kid. Let's continue this.
Look, Porter! It's his! Perhaps I did not use enough milk. I need my soup back!
There's just something right there.
Tofu, tofu, gonna eat me some tofu. Tofu in my mouth. Tofu in my mouth. Tofu in my mouth.
Bro, low key, Beast Boy should be a participant in GNA. If you don't know what GNA is, yes, I know how to ride a bike. I learned how to ride a bike when I was 6 or 7 years old. Don't you dare laugh at that. I know you found that funny. Not because of on, because I know how you gen off. Was like 6, 7. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, from ages up until like from ages 4, 5, and 6, I was basically riding with training wheels, and up until and like ever since then, I've just been on. And then like at age 6 or 7, I just started like riding a bicycle like normal. I was literally riding my bicycle today, on the gym. It's not like that. All right, thank you for actually being for being one of the normal ones. You know what I mean? Not one of these freaking kids who just like live on TikTok all day, just play that freaking meme. And I still can't get over the fact that that meme originated from a song, not even a good song, it was like a total trash song. It's like, can I please get the past 2 minutes and 29 seconds of my life back? Like, come on, man. Like, Miles makes better music than this. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather listen to Miles than the freaking 6 7 song any day of the week. Honestly. It's that bad. It's that cringy. The song is just. What do you mean when? What do you mean by when? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, when I learned how to ride a bike? Are you talking about the year? Because I told you how old I was when I learned how to ride a bike. I want to say it was either 2010 or 2011. So about 2 to 3 years before you were born, pretty much. You hate when adults do that? When adults do what exactly? Stereotype younger generations? You know what? I don't like that either. I guess I was a little ignorant. Hey, don't Rumble, no bites, no bites, no bites, no. Hey, don't be ugly. No, no, don't you dare. No, no. Rumble, don't be ugly. No, no, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable, Rumble. Oh, yeah, you see adults do it too. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, freaking adults do it too. Oh, even my man Orlando does it. It's like, come on, dog. Serious? It's like, how do we get to the point where people are just freaking laughing at random numbers? Like, I don't know if you saw my community post I did a couple months ago, but like, there are like these two anime chicks, and then like one chick is drowning. The two anime chicks laughing are freaking 69 and 67, and then we got the 68 chick just drowning, all angry and stuff. Yes. I actually am generally curious what Generation Beta is gonna think about like our generation of memes, because like from where I came from, we had freaking Fred Ficklehorn, we had Annoying Orange, we had Neon Cat, we had freaking Mario YouTube poop videos. You know what I mean? We had stuff like that. Yeah, that's right. Just play with your freaking toy rumble. All right, now we're about to get to the cringe. Shake my head. Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, great.
With my robot army.
I just have to say the term. I mean, I understand. I understand that they wanted to change it from Gotham. They couldn't have it to be Gotham City for some reason because Batman isn't in this series. Well, he is, but it's just like freaking cameos. But the term Jump City is honestly retarded and cringy. If I'm just keeping it above 50, like this is like such an uncreative title. But then again, this is corporate slop, so I can't really say I'm surprised. I mean, it's cheap to make, so they just have to come up with something on the fly. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, I was just about to freaking jump and give a physical definition, but I can't do that with Rumble going crazy right now. Yeah, that's another thing about Rumble. She just spaz the Aussie. Ah! You gotta go. You got 4% battery. All right. Well, you could charge your phone or whatever, but it was nice seeing you around. It was a good talk.
We really have to deal with this now.
The toy one. The Titans can stop my
Don't think I won't, Gizmo.
I'll take over the world another time.
Ah, get down, Rumble. Yeah, you too. Have a good 4th of July.
You better have our suits ready.
That's gonna be a problem. Are those our clothes? The slime's taking them over.
You call that washing them, Raven?
Maybe you should have done them yourself, Robin, like you were supposed to. Guys, you've got bigger problems than that now.
And there's only one thing to do.
Found a bag of charges. All right, that's cool. What's up? What time is it for you, by the way? I forget. I'm in Cali, by the way, so it's freaking 8:19 for me right now.
This is not good.
It's 10:18 for you. You from Texas, Arkansas, somewhere like that?
Not how I thought we'd go out.
It was my turn to do laundry. I'm sorry, Raven. Truth is, if we could only get out of this, I'd do all the Teen Titans laundry for the next year.
That's just what I was waiting to hear. After after on
Wait, it wasn't the slime that took control of our clothes?
No, it was a magic spell.
You tricked me!
And now you get to do laundry for the next year, sucker. Uh-oh, look, we have another alert. A creature made of fruit juice and barbecue sauce is terrorizing the city.
Oh man, that sounds messy. Titans, go.
Alright, that's the end of that piece of crap. I'm absolutely not watching another one. I love this, not for me. Yeah, this crap is not for me. Get the hell out of here. Oh my gosh. You also have a dog? Yeah, that's another thing. I actually have two dogs. I got a Big Nose Bubba's a wolf dog, a senior dog. Her name is Maddox, but I call her the Bubba. She's 13 years old. She just recently turned 13. And I got this little red Aussie named Rumble, who's about to turn 5 months old. I've had her for about 2 or 3 months now, and it looks like she seems to be slightly growing pretty rapidly and all that. Yeah, what kind of dog do you got? Because dogs are great, man. Um, I used to have an Aussie. Believe it or not. Her name was Brumby. I had her from 2009 to early 2024. So I basically had her for the entirety of my childhood. I basically grew up alongside with her. You got a blue heller. What is that? Yeah, I had Brumby up until she was 14 and a half. She lived a good life. You know, I still love her. She was like the goodest girl. You got a cattle dog. It's kind of cute, actually. You know what dogs I really like? I mean, ex-German. Ooh, blue hair, ex-German Shepherd. But yeah, my neighbor got a German Shepherd too. The thing is, like, anyone who's known me for a very long time, they will know that my favorite breed, the breeds that I really like, are the bully breeds. I freaking love the bulldogs. I love the pit bulls. I love the English bulldogs. I love the French bulldogs. I like the pugs. I like the freaking, the American bully. I like. I almost said Rottweiler. Rottweiler is not a bully breed. Yeah, I like the pit terrier, or is it the bull terrier? It's some type of terrier, but yeah, like anyone who follows me on Instagram will just know that like that's all. It's basically all I freaking post, other than like like berserk memes or like berserk pics, stuff like that. Berserk shit posts or whatever. You know, I freaking love the bully breeds, man. I absolutely do. I like the bully breeds. I like Samoyeds too. Um, I'm just a big dog lover in general. I mean, they don't call me the dog boy for nothing. My parents, they refer to me as dog boy, and I call my mom the dog woman because she loves dogs as much as I do. That's basically like the one of the only things that me and my mom have in common, because my mom and I have very little in common, but the one thing that we do absolutely love are dogs. What do I feel about video games? It's funny you asked that because I was actually at GameStop today. I was trying to see if I could buy the DMC HD collection for the Xbox 360 because I have an Xbox 360 that I've had it for years. Well, actually, I gave it away to my brother, but my man Nathan, he gave me an Xbox 360, and oh crap, I better close this freaking thing before it dies. Um, yeah, I freaking love oh wow, yeah, I just died. I wouldn't consider myself to be a gamer. I consider myself like more of a casual, but that doesn't mean I won't play games. Um, but I just prefer, honestly, I'm more of an anime person and just like screenplay, screenwriting, and just drawing, and less of a gamer, mostly because I don't know, just like because growing up, I can never afford games. They were always too expensive for me. But any games that I could get, I kind of cherish them in a certain way. You don't have a game console. Um, yeah, that's cool. No disrespect towards that at all. Not yeah, that's the thing. Not everyone can afford game consoles. That's the thing. Comes first, world building second. And it seems that the creators first, world building second. It seems that the creator of DMC seems to understood that assignment, and created the characters of Dante and Lady. And because of that, I mean, I could just watch the freaking Audie Shawn Carr Netflix version, but I refuse to do that. That series looks like crap anyway. I take Randy Boy Jr.'s word on it because shout out to Randy Boy Jr. That man makes some a phenomenal lead content. And from the little clips I've seen here of Dante, and from the little clips I've seen here of Dante and Lady, it's like I don't want to just watch YouTube gameplay of it. I actually want to play this game myself, and because of that, I think I'm actually going to see if maybe tomorrow if I could get the DMC HD collection for Xbox 360 on Amazon. Rumble, hey, no, you don't. You don't like that. You don't chew on it, Rumble. You chew on this. Good girl. And so because of that, you can't hear. Oh, that sucks, man. That has to suck. Actually, let me turn on this freaking light. It's getting dark out. Hey, let go of me. Let go, Rumble, Rumble, Rumble. Yeah, once again, I'd rather not just watch YouTube clips. I want to play the game and experience it myself. see what the narrative's like, see if it has anything. 'Cause, like from what I see, I almost get the same vibe DMC as I do with like something like Bleach, Bleach 2000s, cool swagger type, like Rumble, 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 Rumble. All right, now you can see that. All right, that's perfect. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong. I think the early DMC games were actually PlayStation exclusives. I believe until they got the HD collection released after Xbox. So I'm so happy about that. Red Dead Redemption. I played once. Yeah, I've never played Red Dead Redemption. I played GTA a little bit, but I never played like the story mode or anything. It was just like free roam. Rumble. And if I'm keeping it real, I'm not gonna play GTA 6. I highly doubt it because like not only is it like super freaking expensive and all that, but I just don't even care. Like I genuinely don't care. I care more about upcoming Berserk chapters or getting closer with God or new Chainsaw Man season than I do about GTA 6. So I'm keeping it 100 with you. You recommend Red Dead Redemption? I mean, maybe I could give it a chance if I ever get. Is it for Xbox? If it's for Xbox 360, maybe I'll consider it. If Red Dead Redemption is for Xbox 360, maybe I'll consider it. But for now, just like I don't know. Literally, the only game right now that I have interest in playing is DMC because just because I'm so infatuated by the characters of Dante and Lady, and Andy Shankar, I just know for a fact to not do those characters justice in his adaptation. You love the end of GTA? I haven't even seen the ending. I've only seen like the first level of that game, honestly. So like I'm not even 100% sure like how the narrative goes. I know that Trevor is like a crazy bastard and all that. He's like insane and all that. But like I'm very captivated. Like I know the memes and stuff like Yee ass haircut and everything. But honestly, my knowledge of like the actual like narrative of GTA or is like very limited. Like I know Big Smokey and like his order and all that, but I'm not a GTA stan basically. Like long story short, Rumble, Rumble, Rumble. No, but real talk though, I genuinely do believe in the philosophy of characters first, world building second, because but what I respect a lot more are creators who can do both. Like George Lucas, for example. I've idolized that man. Well, I probably shouldn't put him on a pedestal because at the end of the day, you don't want to put anyone on a pedestal but God. But real talk, I do have high respect for George Lucas because he's able to do both. He's able to do incredible world building and just phenomenal characters, and he's like created tons of characters over the years. Um, Masashi Kishimoto, some criticize his world building, and to an extent, I can understand because he was basically building the plane as the plane was flying. But at the same time, you can't deny that that he's phenomenal at character writing. Characters like Itachi or Naruto himself. Of course, Gaara, Shikamaru. Of course, the entire Uchiha clan. You know what I mean? Just like in general, Naruto in general has just like had such an impact on like the way I write, my stories and stuff, my screenplays. Like, and, I have to thank Masashi Kishimoto for that. Like, real talk, it's if I'm lucky, one day I would actually like to meet Masashi Kishimoto. I at least want to give the man a hug, and I want to do it before he dies because he's currently in his 50s, and Akira Toriyama, God rest his soul, R.I.P. Akira Toriyama, the GOAT, without him, Naruto wouldn't even be a thing, because without Dragon Ball, there'd be no Naruto. And the fact that he died at like 68, at only 68, was like took a huge toll on like the whole industry. And mangakas, they always be dying early, so it's like, truth be told, you really never know when the next mangaka is gonna die. Kentaro Miura as well. I still remember back when he died. I was even a Berserk fan at the time. I knew very little about Berserk, but I still couldn't believe. The man was barely in his 50s, and so like Masashi Kishimoto. There's no telling. How many more years he's going to be alive for. So in general, I generally would love to meet Masashi Kishimoto. I genuinely do, because that man genuinely has had, like, he's literally the reason why I do what I do today. Screenwriting and illustrating and all that. Without Naruto Uzumaki, there'd be no Zachary Legaspi, and I'm being 100% real when I say it now. Like, I'm not fooling around. Do I get snow here? No, I don't. It hasn't snowed where I'm from, at least, ever since I want to say either 2011 or like the 1970s. It's usually either like, I mean, it's foggy right now, but it's usually either rainy or foggy, or it's the complete contrary. It's like hot as hell and stuff. The sun's out, and I still remember back in like 2019 summer vacation when it was like 100 degrees, 106 degrees. I mean, it literally got to the point where, like, one of my former peers who I just graduated high school at the time back in 2019, she literally posted, like, dude, I swear, everyone that I knew, like, in person, they were all posting on their Instagram stories in summer 2019 about how hot it was and all that. It was like 106 degrees. And, like, this one chick that I had beef with at the time, who I just graduated high school at the time, she literally said my tits were going to melt off. Those are her words, not mine, by the way. Like, I'm keeping it so real with you. Like, she legit said that. Her name was Destiny, by the way. Her name was Destiny. Like, if you've seen Kill la Kill, she legit looked like Mako from Kill la Kill. And I actually made an Instagram meme of her looking like Mako from Kill la Kill, and she got pissed at me for that. She legit reported me to the principal about that, and I had to delete it. And I was like so pissed at her after that. I mean, come on, it's a good meme. It's a compliment. I'm literally comparing you to Mako. I mean, who doesn't like Mako? Mako is such a great character from Kill la Kill. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, no, I don't get snow here. I don't get snow here where I'm from. It's usually either rainy, foggy, or it's hot as hell out here. It's hotter than a mofo out here most of the time. And it's summer vacation right now, and I'm surprised it hasn't gotten hotter. I mean, it was a little hot earlier, but I mean, it's over 8:30 right now, so I can't necessarily surprise. Rumble, what are you eating on? I'm just freaking rambling like crazy right now. But yeah, I kind of want to get back to the world building to a moment, like world building, like, and characters. Yeah, I generally do believe that, like, characters need to come first before world building. Please, it will help me out. What will help you out exactly? Because it doesn't. I don't know what you mean, because, like, it doesn't snow here. Or you asking like a writing advice? Yeah, characters first, world building second. Otherwise, you'll end up with some nonsense like free run. I need to keep it real. Free Run is overrated. Like, I'm not the biggest Full Metal Alchemist stan. Like, I met Vic Mignogna 2 years ago, and that was freaking awesome. He's like one of the coolest guys ever. But, like, Full Metal Alchemist, I generally do have, like, a lot of respect for that series. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, like that. Even if it's not my favorite, I can't deny that it being sitting at number one was deserved. Even on like, not just my anime list, even on IMDb, like, Full Metal Alchemist was like at one was like saying at like the number one. I think it still is. I think it's like top 16 in, like, TV shows of all time on IMDb. But, like, yeah, dude, my anime list is so freaking broken, so freaking washed, and just like, it's so biased too, especially for, like, newer stuff. Like, it's honestly ridiculous. Like, I mean, I still think my anime list is a useful tool for, like, keeping track of everything you watched, everything you read. But at the same freaking time, it's like I can't trust the rankings on that half the time, because most of it is pure garbage. Like, there are some characters that flat out do not deserve, like, any of, like, as much favorites as they freaking have, because, like, some of them are just, like, poorly written, so two dimensional, and just in general just, like, unlikable. And and I don't know, man. It's just, the thing is, like, the thing about Freerun, yeah, it's got a nice little world building, but it puts so much emphasis on the world building that I forgot good characters. Like, I don't give a damn about Freerun. I don't give a damn about Stark. I don't give a damn about Fern. I don't give a damn about any of them, because they're not interesting characters. They're Stark, Freeman, and Firm are the type of characters that you'd see in an average rom-com or slice of life. Like, I'm freaking trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like, a medieval fantasy. I'm not trying to watch, like whatever the freak this is. All right, this is a medieval fantasy. I expect better characters. I mean, come on. All right, if Berserk can do it, if freaking Goblin Slayer can do it, if freaking even Fairy Tail to an extent can do it, I'd be damned if Freerun couldn't. Literally, all the side characters are far more interesting than Freerun, Fern, and Stark. Stark is your average like whiny nice guy or whatever who just gets like framed by Freeman and Fern, and which is another thing I don't like about Freeman and Fern. Like those characters, like they're basically like the same exact person, just in two separate bodies. Like they both got like that resting B word look on their face. They both, you know, throw defamation. This guy Fern especially pissed me off when she was like looking at Stark's body like totally against the consent, and it's like, hey, but you want to label, but you want to label him as a freak. No one's freakier than you, Fern. All right, like Fern needs to be thrown in the can after that. Honestly, like after what she freaking did. Like I don't know. Like Free Run is just mediocre. Like not even the music is good. Like generally, the only song I like from Free Run is "Anytime, Anywhere." Like other than that song, the music is just bland, forgettable, and honestly cringy. Like the opening song with the freaking opening auto tune, it's just like, ugh. It's like I don't know. It just makes my skin crawl every time I hear that song. Like I just don't. I don't know. I just don't like free run. Like it puts so much emphasis on the world building and the demons and all that. And like that's cool. But other than that, like the characters are so bland that I just couldn't care less about. Like free run generally is overrated. I don't know. There's better medieval stuff out there than free run, to say the least. Honest to God, I'm keeping it so real with you right now. I'm not a fan of Freeland. I think it's mid. I think it's um. Hold on. Okay, all right. I was just making sure Rumble wasn't getting into the pond. Yeah, I think Freeland is just in general. Freeland is highly overrated. Just the point span. This is like kind of what the industry has gone to at a point. It's just like I don't know, man. Like people like to say that Kimetsu no Yaiba is carried by its animation. Free Ren is carried by its animation. Kimetsu no Yaiba actually has decent, phenomenal characters. Okay, I actually care about Tanjiro. I actually care about Zenitsu. I freaking love Zenitsu. I mean, you just look at my profile picture, you see. I actually care about Shinobu, Inosuke. Akaza, that freaking, last arc with Akaza, that was freaking amazing. I actually care about the characters in Kimetsu no Yaiba. And that's what makes it stand out. Characters comes first when it comes to writing. Okay? Poor world building can be forgiven as long as you put love and soul into the characters. Because bad characters like throws you out of illusion, makes it so unbelievable. It's just like, what the frick? No, and then, like I love Madhouse. Don't get me wrong. I love UFO Table as well because like unlike Mappa, UFO Table actually freaking treats their and unlike Mappa, UFO Table actually respects their employees. I guess Madhouse to an extent as well. I just kind of hate that this is where Madhouse has gone. Like Madhouse went from creating such great stuff, from Hunter x Hunter to One Punch Man to Death Note, even Monster to an extent. Like I'm not even a fan of Monster, but I do respect it to an extent. And I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to talk about Monster right now because that's a whole other tangent that I'd probably be here for like another friggin' like 10 minutes or whatever. But regardless, yeah, Demon Slayer is not carried by its animation. Freerun is. Okay, because Demon Slayer. Think of what? Oh no, you didn't. No, you don't, Rumble. Oh, you bad girl. No, bad Rumble. No, bad. She gone. Hey, let go of that. See that? She had to get in the freaking seaweed. Ah, Rumble. Hey, let go of me. No. Hey, Rumble, lay down. Rumble. Don't put that no. Hey, Rumble. Rumble. Sit. 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 You're bad girl. You're not to bite. You are not to bite. No bite, Rumble. Looks like someone's being a bad girl. Aren't you, Rumble? Yeah, that's right. Go ahead and laugh. So yeah, I actually care about Zenitsu. I actually care about Nezuko. I actually care about, you know, um, Mitsuri Kanoji. All those folks. Genya. Just Kimetsu no Yaiba's good. It's got a colorful but like awesome cast of characters that I freaking love so much. Free Run don't got that. It just don't. And honestly, I wish that Madhouse. I mean, well, not Madhouse. I wish that Mappa would just give Chainsaw Man to Madhouse, and Madhouse could just like kick Free Run to the curb because Chainsaw Man deserves love. Like it generally does because like just like Kimetsu no Yaiba, I do. Chainsaw Man also has phenomenal character writing. Like even the villains are phenomenally written. Reze and Makima, you know what I mean? Like they're not like cartoonishly evil, but like you could understand why, like despite how evil they are, you can understand why Denji, has attachments to Makima is because Makima takes care of him, but she has ulterior motives at the same time. Like she's not a good person, but at the same time, you understand like it's I don't know. That's why I'm looking forward to season 2 of Chainsaw Man so much. I just wish that like the manga just ended and we've barely had 6 volumes adapted at this point. That's why I almost like was debating if I should just read the manga. But at the same time, I'm a patient person. I'm doing that with Kimetsu no Yaiba, so I want to do that with Chainsaw Man as well. And the thing is that like Mappa putting all of their juices into Jujutsu Kaisen. I understand that Jujutsu Kaisen is not a personal favorite of mine, but I do respect it. I do think the action is awesome. I do think the characters are, I guess, somewhat decent. Like Jujutsu Kaisen, it's got its audience. Like I totally understand why people love it so much, but like the music is somewhat decent. But um, at the same time, it's not necessarily a personal favorite of mine as Kimetsu no Yaiba is. Oh, that's another thing. Kimetsu no Yaiba to me, Kimetsu no Yaiba is just like the perfect like modern shonen. Like out of the big modern three, Deku, Tanjiro, and Yuji. Honestly, Deku used to be my favorite, but now I'm kind of leaning more to Tanjiro. Or at least when it comes to the series, I'm leaning more towards Kimetsu no Yaiba. Boku no Hero Academia used to be my favorite, but now I think I'm leaning more towards Kimetsu no Yaiba. Just simply because I just think that the story's like more compelling, more epic, more easier to follow too. Like people like to crap on simple premises, but to me personally, I don't mind a simple premise at all, as long as the execution is phenomenal. Like Tanjiro wants to save his sister, but then you got all this other stuff going on. It's a simple premise, but it's executed just like so perfectly with all these extra characters and subplots and all that. It's amazing. I guess one of the reasons why I kind of, I don't love MHA as much as I used to is probably because, once again, the whole like superhero aspect of stuff. Not that it's like bad or anything, but I don't know. I just kind of grown out of love with superheroes as I got older. With Kimetsu no Yaiba, it's got that like duelist, you know, I forgot what era of Japan it was, like the 1920s. I forgot what that era is called, but it's got that that old school like Japan era. You know what I mean? That I love so much. Said hi. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I mean, I just said hi. I don't know why I keep saying that over and over again, but regardless, yeah, I just wish that since Mappa's already juggling so many projects at once, I think they should just like stick with what they got, their Jujutsu Kaisen, their Hell's Paradise. I'm back. I don't know what the freak was going on, but yeah. Um, Yeah, yeah. Once again, I just want to give the right things on, man. Just Madhouse could get through and a break for a little bit, and then after that, maybe Madhouse could give things just like anime that I've been loving, anime that I don't like or whatever, or find mediocre at least or something like that. Another thing about Kimetsu no Yaiba is the freaking music. Like, the opening tracks are so freaking awesome. Like, because like it reminds me of like classic 2000s shonen with like banger openings with from like rock bands and stuff like that. And I kind of feel like it's like at least with like non-show, you don't really get that anymore. Even with some show, like Jujutsu Kaisen, like I had a few bangers, but like I don't know, I just kind of really didn't care too much for the current opening of season 3. I don't know, I just kind of feel like it leans more towards the pop side, where with Kimetsu no Yaiba, you just got pure unadulterated rock from freaking Lisa and a handful of other bands. Just in general, just like Kimetsu no Yaiba, just honestly, I just think it has everything going for it. It's got animation, it's got phenomenal characters, it's got a solid narrative. It's got banger music, and yeah, just in general, that's why I think that Kimetsu no Yaiba is like the perfect modern shonen, and like I also think that Future Screamer should also take notes from that, not just Naruto, but Kimetsu no Yaiba as well. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Y'all have a great night. Y'all have a great 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Tea times ago, it was still cringy years ago, but it's not. It doesn't infuriate me, but it's still cringy. And I will catch all of y'all later. Ciao. How do you freaking end